Hello, my name is Roshan, and in this video I'm going to talk about a book that is The Brothers Karamazov by Fyodor Dostoevsky. You must have heard about either Fyodor Dostoevsky or his books and his characters, and it's been almost 2 weeks since I completed reading this, but I haven't stopped thinking about it. It may look like a very frightening book because of the thickness. There are almost 700 pages, but there is something about Russian writers, they tend to write thick books, but once you are interested into the world of their writing, you just can't leave the book on the shelf. And before talking about this book, I want to talk about an incident which took place yesterday. On the bus there was this guy. That guy must be in his 60s. He likes to make fun of others, and he has this reputation of making fun of others, and he had never talked to me. We have never had a small talk. So he had seen me reading books all the time, from bus to whenever I have free time, and he said that, why are you reading so much? Is it because of some government exam preparation? And I knew that he was not interested in my answer. So I just said that I like reading. But it was a kind of reminder that why do I read books like this, and why am I spending so much of my energy and my time reading books like this? Should not I be preparing or working on myself to get a job? So it made me question all those things. But I again reminded myself that reading books like this is also a way to challenge myself. I think that I'm a very dumb person, an idiot. So this is a way to challenge myself whether I can comprehend text like this. But at the end of the day, my mother, my friends, my family, they're going to ask me how much money do I make. And it makes me also question things, those existential questions, like what's the meaning of life? And it may sound pretentious to somebody who doesn't know me, and who is not self-aware. It's quite painful to ask questions like this, which you will not get straight away answers. Who knows why they are doing whatever they are doing, right? For example, sometimes I even question, why am I filming these videos? Why am I reading these books? So it all makes sense. But while I'm reading books like this, authors like Fyodor Dostoevsky, I think that I'm not alone, and there are way more people, and I can relate that this is just the human nature. And of course, earning, taking care of your family is part of that. I've never been confident on myself. The thing is that I never thought I could make money. I never thought I could get a job. But right now I have a job. I'm earning bare minimum, but still, whenever I'm asked questions like this, that why am I doing this, what am I gonna do next, I'm completely lost. And maybe it will take some more time to figure out what I want to do. But yeah, it's so painful, man. It's so painful. Sometimes I don't know. I don't want to talk about it here. But why did I read this book? Again, this is the question that I was asked in the bus, and I wasn't able to answer properly because I knew that this person was not interested. So why did I read this book? So people who have been watching me here, they know what I'm going to say. It's because of the name, because of the author, Fyodor Dostoevsky. When I was new at reading plain text, I read Crime and Punishment. I was completely blown away the things he had written. It was so universal, and I could relate with some of the part of that story. So I knew that one day I'm going to read more from Fyodor Dostoevsky. But the thing is that his books are very expensive. So when I was in Delhi, I made sure to get all the books I could get my hands on. And yeah, luckily I got everything from his writing. And I don't regret reading this. This is one of those books which is so rereadable. Every time you will read, you will find something new in it, and I'm already getting urged to reread it. But I'll hold on it I'll hold on it, and I believe that there are certain chapters which I could come and read anytime I want to. So what is this book about? The book is a philosophical, psychological novel written by the third person perspective. It's a kind of drama about this family, Karamazov family. There are 4 members, officially 4 members. The father, who is the scoundrel, I will say the first name. His first name is Fyodor. And then there are 3 sons. The eldest one is Mitya. He is also a sensualist and a scoundrel. He is soldier. Second son, who is Ivan, he is the intellectual one. He is educated, a journalist, and he is very clever. His arguments are like out of this world. And then there is the third son, the spiritual one, Alyosha. I hope I am saying all the names correctly. So this guy is our main character, even said by the narrator of this book. He is our main character, but you cannot decide which one is the main character, because all of them, even the side characters, have played such important roles, and they are written in such a manner you feel like this story is about them. So I don't think there is a one main character, but I read an article that this was a series of book which was supposed to be written, but it was the last book written by the author Dostoevsky. He passed away, and the story was to follow the next event, and especially the life of Alyosha, the main character. And boy, all those questions about morality, faith, religion, family, father and son relationship, and missing of a mother. I mean, I've given you a description that what this book is about, right? It's the family drama where they are trying to get their own share of the inheritance. And whenever you are reading a book from Dostoevsky, the highlights are going to be the characters. They are so memorable. They are written so powerfully, and they are so thought-provoking that you just can't stop thinking about each one, whether am I this guy or am I this guy? You can see yourself in each character. Sometimes you feel like you are the father, Fyodor. You see that you are one of those scoundrels, and then you see yourself as Mitya, the sensualist. And then Ivan, I don't think many people can relate with Ivan. If you are at that intellectual level, then you can. But I never could relate with him. But his arguments were out of this world, man. Even Alyosha was not able to answer his questions about faith, about religion. But the answer he provided him was like nobody was happy in their life except Alyosha. I won't say that he was completely happy, but he accepted life as it was. He saw almost everyone or everything in a good way. Right? Even his father, he thought that he had some humanity left and he was good. And this part where there was no mother in this story, and I could feel that if there was a mother, their life could have been completely different. And there is a whole chapter about the relationship about father and son, and that was really important. That was a very universal chapter, I could say. This whole book is a very universal one. No matter which religion you belong to, we always go through that doubt. At the moment, I don't think I believe in God, and I have lost my faith, and I feel very bad about my mom. I remember my mother getting so sad because I wasn't praying, I wasn't going to the mosque, and I was trying to push her away that, mother, I knew that she's not going to understand why I'm acting that way, by where I'm getting influence, or why am I having all these doubts. I cannot explain it. So this is what I was talking about the earlier part of this video. Isn't it nice to be not self-aware, to completely forget all these existential questions, the meaning of life, or why we are doing everything we are doing, just to be the part of your mundane life. My mother, take example of my mother. She is happy, she is praying, she is taking care of us, my family, my father, who is also uneducated, but he is happy, he's taking care of us. But having this little bit of self-awareness can be a little challenging. I don't know whether it sounds pretentious or not, but this is the reality. I feel sorry for my mother for pushing my philosophy on her, but now I think I have understood that to pretend that I am a religious guy so that she doesn't get hurt, and yeah, I don't know whether it makes sense or not, but the thing is that it was really challenging. And that's what I'm talking about. It is a very universal book. No matter which religion you belong to, there is something for you. Whether you are an atheist, whether you believe in God, whether you have faith in some higher power, this book is for you. And don't be frightened of the thickness of it. There is, I know that the language can be challenging, especially for the people who are not used to reading. But if you are looking for something challenging, something philosophical, psychological, and at the same time something so human, which is about family, which is about your faith, this book is definitely for you. And you can also say that all the three brothers represent body, intellectual, and emotion. As I said, Mitya is the sensualist, so body. Ivan is the intellectual one, so mind. And third, Aloysia, the main character, who is the spiritual one, so emotion. So all of these three can be characterized as human emotion. So this is also the highlight for me. And yeah, my favorite part of the story was, when they were having the argument between Aloysia and Ivan. This was I don't know which the chapter is called. I think the Grand Inquisitor or something. The Grand Inquisitor. This is one of those chapters which you can read individually, and it's a really challenging one. You'll have to take help of the internet or some article to understand it if you are not used to the writing of Fyodor Dostoevsky. So hopefully I'll revisit this book one day, and if you have read this book, please leave a comment, and if you want to read, please also leave a comment. So this is it for today. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you. Bye.